Or press that.
Since
I'm
then,
gonna
we've purchased over
put
20
a ring light on.
They let us utilize the latest
There you go.
Ah! They last a long time. We really utilize what the machine tool has to offer. So when we got our DCM up and running, one of the first things we noticed was how solid
I
it was.
can't believe I can do this.
We can have the ram extended all the way out, the face mills and the drills, taking any cuts. The DCM offered a universal head that could head change all
Imagine
along
if
with the
somebody
radial head
comes
and the
on.
vertical head. The universal head allows us to index every degree in the B axis and every degree in the C axis. So we can position to any compound angle that's needed and do the heavy milling, the roughing, and the finishing all with that same head. Our machinists like running the DCM because the ergonomics of the machine are laid out very well. Very easy to get in on the work table, do a setup, and then the ATC area is laid out very well. They can safely put the tools in, all the magazine. The guys that are running this one ran one of our other bridge mills and they struggled every day with chips. The DCM has excellent chip management. It's out of sight, out of mind. All of our data machines have been accurate and repeatable, and that's one of the key factors in staying with that brand. Definitely had great support and service over the years with DN, and I think that long-term relationship with them allowed us to feel comfortable buying bigger and bigger machines and spending more money on machinery, because it truly is a long-term investment with the bigger equipment. My name is Mark Van Teufel. I'm the manufacturing engineer and manager at A to Z Machines, and we are the DN House.
Of an era of widespread malnutrition, those rules have necessarily been loosened. Going to university lets you defer enlistment, and depending upon the job you get out of college, you might be able to avoid the draft altogether. But again, university acceptance is partly based on your social class, and even more so, the course of your study you might enter. Party membership is likewise a function of your songbook. And so, in another irony, there aren't any members of the working class in the Korean Workers' Party. In principle, this has something to do with the supposed class standing of your ancestors in the pre-independence era. But those alleged justifications have no relationship at all to the power structure of the last 3 generations. High-status jobs as scientists, doctors, university professors, government officials, and the like.
Hi.
On the other hand, in the world of the
How are you guys
class
doing?
standing has much less importance. True, to manage one of the many major corporate enterprises, you have to start off in a position of wealth or power. But to succeed
Hey,
at the level
everyone.
of the Jean-Madame, you pretty much just have to hustle and probably pay some bribes. A natural offshoot of marketing homegrown
This is
produce
my first
selling
live.
food. To the extent that ingredients were available, preparing food for
And
sale
I'm
at
working
Jean-Madame
on a
was
book.
logical cottage
Yeah.
industry, as was
I have
the
a
bulk
book
processing of raw ingredients like
that I'm
flour
working
to fill
on.
the niche left by the shuttered state apparatus. At home, manufacturing of everyday products
Hi,
like
Cookie
shoes met
VR.
other desperate needs for one's
What did I
and increasingly once unavailable imported foods like
You
oranges
like?
and
You like
pineapples
decor?
started showing up at the markets. The famine was ending for 2 reasons. One grim and the other hopeful. First, after so many deaths, there were just fewer mouths to feed. But now, there was also a functioning system in place to produce and distribute food. Although it involved risk, there
Who's
wasn't
up?
much left to
Oh,
lose.
Anna.
One of the key
What
elements of
the
the
heck?
internal economy is smuggling. The border with South Korea is ridiculously well guarded, so that's a non-starter. But the Chinese border to the north is pretty
When you go
porous.
to make your
If you know how and
shorts,
where to cross. In the modern system, border guards effectively count on bribes from
Oh,
smugglers as a major
when you
part
go
of
to
their
make your
salary. All
shorts,
manner of product pours in. Foreign fashions are quite popular, as are South Korean films and TV shows. As memory sticks replace DVDs as the medium of choice for banned content, censors are increasingly unable
I
to
did
stem
that.
the flow. Even soldiers in
I
North
can't believe
Korea
you made
enjoy
me do
watching
that,
South
Big
Korean
Hoss.
movies, albeit discreetly. Young women in the northern region have taken to wearing black jeans, which are less
Hey,
obvious than blue jeans,
what?
if technically still
Can't
legal.
hear
South Korean brands
I'm
are
sorry, I'm not
much
laughing
louder
at
than
you,
Chinese,
but
another upending of the
I'm
traditional
not laughing
party
at you.
line.
I'm sorry.
Millions of North
We're
Koreans
laughing.
own cell phones on the country's own internal network, but if you live near
So
the
how are
border
you
and
guys
want to
doing?
talk to people outside the
And
country,
I know I
you
just
buy
asked
an
that,
illegal
but
Chinese phone and pick up their signal from across the river. Increasingly, people are finding ways to communicate outside the eyes of the sensors. The state
Hey, Grayson
limits on
Bond.
domestic travel, and
How are
you're
you
supposed to get
doing?
permission before going on a trip. That's become less of an obstacle now that there are so many private bus and truck operators. Since trains are unreliable almost to the point of being
Yeah, I'm just
non-existent
working
in
on
much of the
my
country,
book
the new
for
buses
those who
about
are
the only
just
option anywhere.
entering
A
my
second
life.
and even more important
And
function of these vehicles is the transportation of goods, licit or otherwise, around the country for distribution in a thriving market. As with
Gabe
much of the
itches.
economy, this
I'm
system
not
depends
gonna sell
upon
you my
fixed
kidneys.
palms.
I'm not.
Bribes have become
I'm sorry.
so much a
I'm
part of
not.
daily life that they've effectively become more of a system of taxation than any real threat of punishment for low-level economic crimes. Lower officials, in turn,
I'm doing
have to
good.
hand some of their take up the
I'm just
ladder.
working
At the
on
bottom of the
my
system,
book.
small vendors who operate at the margins of the official
And you can
markets
see
or in
what the
unofficial
name of
rural
it
sites
is.
sometimes don't even bother to bribe anyone. When Kim Jong-un came to power in
Wait,
2011,
right there.
he revised his father's military first position to a new dual focus, basically nuclear weapons and the economy. These were at odds, since the sanctions from the international community in response to North Korea's nuclear weapons program were a drain on civilian sector development. But the
Whew, I just wanted to come on here and just work on a book with you guys. And if you have any suggestions for any of the characters say, because right now the scene that I'm working on right now is as we entered the room, I noticed a set of armor at the center of the room that looked like my dragon companion Diamond. I looked at my mother in awe. Is that? I asked. Yes, my dear daughter. That is indeed the ice armor. This sacred armor has been in our family for generations, forged by the hands of our ancestors and imbued with the essence of our legacy. Now, it has been passed down to you, a testament to your strength and the queen you are destined to become, Queen Moonburst said. May I approach the armor? I asked. Of course you can, Glacier. It was meant for you, Queen Frostvale said. I took a step towards the armor and felt the ice crystal in my right shoulder react to the armor as I approached. I took a deep breath before I placing my right hand on the chest piece, which had 3 purple diamonds on the top of the chest plate. I felt the eyes of my mother's on me as I looked at the arm plates at my mother Moonburst.
That's
all I got now. What? Bug Grayson Bond?
Black market
Hey.
activity somewhat insulated them from international censure. There was never an official declaration, but cues from prominent officials.
So if you have
rich
any
clothes and
suggestions
cars were a
for
tacit
what a character
invitation
should
to
say,
increasing boldness from the new
please do
Cold
not
Rich.
go,
Pyongyang
like,
had a way to go, but
very
the DPRK leadership clearly
inappropriate
wanted it to
with this,
compete with the luster of
because
Seoul.
most
Massive
of these
building
characters
projects in the
are not
capital
even
became
18
a
yet.
priority. Lately, Kim
The main
Jong-un has
character
made
and her
development
sister
of resorts in the
are
mountains
not
and
main
by the
characters,
sea
are
the
not
focus of a huge push, since tourism is
18
a sector
years
less
old yet.
affected by international sanctions.
Yeah, I
All
know.
this is starting to sound like the bad
This is my
times
first
may be
live,
ending. That's
and
not quite the case, at least
I feel
so
like I'm
far.
just gonna
The labor for
probably
the
just
ambitious
hop off of
construction
here
projects
and give
is effectively slavery. One of the
full
major functions of the
cracking
military is to
on
serve
here.
as free construction
But
labor. The hours are long.
oh,
and the
sorry
work
about
is
that.
brutally
Sorry for
hard
knocking
and
you around.
sometimes unsafe. Food
But
is meager, although it seems to be better than what soldiers on other bases are given to eat, which
thank
is
you,
nothing.
Graves
Officers
and
receive
Bond.
meals, although their families do not. Common soldiers are
You
expected
are
to grow their
welcome
own food,
to
or failing that, to forage.
Wolf
This
Summit.
creates bad relations with people in neighboring towns, since the resulting practice is for soldiers to steal from civilian homes.
I won't
Recently,
go
soldiers have
live
crossed the border to go on
every
cooking trips
day,
to nearby
but
villages in China. In one extreme case, a soldier
I'm
was
just
seriously
dipping my
ill and
toes
fled on foot across
in the
demilitarized
water
zone to South Korea,
of-
taking multiple gunshots in the process. Women in the North Korean military
Oh,
have found
thank you.
rape and sexual abuse from higher-ranking officers
And
and political advisors.
like I was
An
saying,
officially announced crackdown
I
has yet to end this ugly variation
will
of the culture of
not be going
kickbacks and
live
extortion.
every
The harsh
single day,
conditions faced by
but-
rank-and-file military are another inversion from the past, when
but
that
I
sector was
will
the most valued part of the
be
state. One exception to the trend is the group called Bureau 121,
working hard
an elite
and
group of
releasing
hackers in the
shorts
military,
for you
chosen
guys,
young for special
and
computer training and tasked with cyber warfare. This capability is considered especially important, and
Alright,
its
I'm
soldiers
gonna
are
hop
well
off
compensated.
here
Being a civilian
and
doesn't necessarily exempt you
get to
from
work on my
punishment.
book.
To support the rapid building
Bye!
campaigns, military-style shock troops of ordinary citizens are also pressed into service through levels of coercion. Regular industries have a chain of command akin to